We all know who Michael Jordan is, the undisputed GOAT. But sometimes, when things get heated, you'll quickly realize why poking the GOAT is a big mistake. In this video, we'll dive into the moments that prove why you should never mess with Michael Jordan. Alright, let's roll back to 1995. Michael Jordan had just made his big return to the NBA after his baseball adventure. He was back with the Chicago Bulls and everyone was pumped. During a practice season, Coach Phil Jackson decided to stir things up a bit. He paired up Jordan, the legendary trash talker, with Steve Kerr, the new guy on the block, and had them guard each other. Now, MJ didn't know much about Kerr. To him, Kerr was just another player trying to make it in the big leagues. So, Jordan started doing what he does best, trash talking and playing rough. He figured he'd show this new guy who was boss. But guess what? Kerr wasn't having any of it. He shot back with his own trash talk, surprising everyone. This little guy had guts. If there's one thing we know about Jordan, it's that he doesn't take challenges lightly. He decided to ramp up the intensity. With the ball in his hands, Jordan drove to the basket and bam! He hit Kerr with a hard foul. Now, Kerr wasn't about to let that slide. On the next play, he saw his chance. Driving up the court, Kerr delivered an elbow right to Jordan's chest. And that's when things went crazy. Jordan lost it. He threw a punch at Kerr, hitting him square in the eye. Suddenly, it wasn't just a practice game anymore. It was an all-out brawl. Teammates rushed in to break them apart. Phil Jackson, probably thinking, not again, had to kick Jordan out of practice to cool down. The aftermath? Steve Kerr sported a nice black eye, and the story became legendary. Later, both players admitted that the fight actually brought them closer together. It was a wild moment that showed just how fiery Jordan could be, even with his own teammates. And Steve Kerr? He earned Jordan's respect in the most painful way possible. If Michael Jordan could rough up his own teammates, imagine what he did to his opponents. Let's talk about the 1996 NBA Finals. It was the Bulls versus the Seattle Supersonics and Jordan was on fire. The Bulls won the series 4-2 and MJ snagged his fourth championship ring. But the story doesn't end there. Fast forward 25 years and Gary Payton, the Hall of Famer who played for the Supersonics, had some interesting things to say. During an interview for Jordan's documentary, The Last Dance, Payton made some wild claims. He talked about how he tried to wear Jordan down, get physical with him, and slow him down. Payton confidently said, "I made it a point to tire him out. If we had done that earlier, we might have won the finals." Here's where it gets good. In a documentary, Jordan got to watch this clip of Payton bragging about his strategy. His reaction? Pure gold. Jordan just laughed. That laugh became one of his most iconic and disrespectful moments. Gary Payton was saying, it took a toll on him, resting him a bit, and the series changed. "I wish I did it earlier. It might have changed the outcome. Beating him down made a difference." But Jordan didn't need to say a single word. His laugh said it all. Nice try, but no chance. That laugh was the ultimate diss. It showed that no matter how hard Payton tried, Jordan was always a step ahead. Imagine this, it's 1996 and the Minnesota Timberwolves, led by rookie Kevin Garnett, are up against Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Now, this game shouldn't have been close at all, but somehow, Garnett's Wolves were only down by 3 points at halftime. Garnett and his teammate J.R. Rider were playing out of their minds, and confidence was sky high. Feeling unstoppable, Garnett made the rookie mistake of his life. He started talking trash, loudly hyping up J.R. Rider, saying, "Keep killing Jordan out there. We're destroying him. It's easy." Garnett was so caught up in the moment, he didn't notice that Jordan was standing right next to them, hearing every word. Whoops! By the time Garnett realized his blunder, it was too late. Jordan was fuming, and when MJ gets mad, you know what's coming. He came out in the second half like a man possessed. Jordan lit up the Wolves, scoring almost every basket, and turned the game into a blowout. The Bulls went up by 21 points, and any hope Minnesota had of winning was utterly crushed. With the clock winding down and the game all but over, Coach pulled Garnett out. As Garnett sat on the bench, probably wishing he could disappear, Jordan walked by and delivered his final blow. He leaned in and told Garnett, "Never disrespect the GOAT again." It was a brutal lesson. Garnett could only watch as Jordan strolled off, leaving no doubt about who ruled the court. From that day on, Garnett knew better than to poke the bear. Now, if there's one NBA legend who doesn't care who Michael Jordan is, it's Charles Barkley. The disrespect between these two got so intense, it cost them their entire friendship. Let's start from the beginning. They both entered the league in 1984 and quickly grew to respect each other's game. By 1992, they were best friends, hitting the golf course together, grabbing drinks, and puffing on cigars. Off the court, they were having a blast, but come game time, all that friendship flew out the window. They were ready to kill each other to win. The 1993 NBA Finals was the peak of their rivalry. Jordan was willing to do whatever it took to beat Barkley. Right before Game 4, Jordan decided to give Charles a $20,000 diamond earring. Seems like a nice gesture, right? Wrong. Jordan later told his assistant coach the real reason behind the gift. "Charles won't get it in my way the rest of the series. What's $20,000 to me? He thinks we're great friends. I hate that fat fuck." Talk about playing 4D chess. Jordan was manipulating Barkley, making him think they were tight while planning to crush him on the court. And it worked. The Bulls won the series, and Jordan secured another championship. Even after Barkley's playing days were over, Jordan didn't miss a chance to take shots at him. In one interview, Jordan, nursing some injured ribs, was asked about Barkley. With a smirk, he said, "I'm just glad his little ribs are alright. He's been whining about them for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Don't worry, Charles, you can forget. I'm still the boss if you need a job." Barkley, playing along, said he might consider coming to Washington, D.C. to play for Jordan. But MJ shot back, "Stay in TNT. I think that's your best effort." Ouch! The banter was brutal, but at this point, it was still all in good fun. They were still friends, even if the trash talk was fierce. But then, a few years later, things took a turn for the worse. By 2012, Jordan owned the Charlotte Hornets, and they had just finished a disastrous season with the worst record in NBA history: 7 wins and 59 losses. Barkley, always one to speak his mind, went on an ESPN radio show and criticized Jordan's skills as an owner. He said, "I love Michael, but he's just not done a good job. Even though he's one of my great friends, I can't get on here and tell you he's done a great job." When Jordan heard this, he felt deeply betrayed. How could a friend criticize him like that? The next day, they spoke on the phone, and Jordan, still fuming, said he was so upset he never wanted to hear from Barkley again. And as of now, they haven't spoken since. Remember when I said the Charlotte Hornets were trash in 2011? Well, Michael Jordan, the owner, wanted to change that. In the 2011 draft, he picked up Kemba Walker, hoping this young star could turn the franchise around. Kemba didn't disappoint. Over 8 seasons, he made 3 All-Star teams, single-handedly dragged the team to the playoffs twice, and even became the Hornets' all-time leading scorer. Kemba was doing everything to put Charlotte on the NBA map. You'd think Jordan would be thanking this guy every night. So, when Kemba's contract expired in 2018, it seemed obvious that Jordan would do everything to keep his best player. But when they sat down to negotiate, Jordan disrespected Kemba big time. Instead of offering the $220 million Kemba wanted, Jordan only put $160 million on the table. That's a $60 million slap in the face. Kemba was furious. He knew that without him, the Hornets would be a joke in the NBA. So he made a bold move. Despite Jordan's offer, Kemba let his agent know he was done with Charlotte. Just days later, he signed with the Boston Celtics for $140 million. Yeah, that's $20 million less than what Jordan offered, but Kemba was willing to lose tens of millions just to make a point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time!